Hello, this is my first video. This is Samurai Lee, and I'm gonna make a tutorial for EX King's Ruins. Today, I'm gonna be using my set that I got before I got my Legendary Ghost Train set and Legendary Glory accessory set. I'm putting them on my inventory right now because I want to make this more balanced for the average user. So I'll be using my level 60 Legacy set and my level 60 Legacy Zambato. This will put me around 8,000 physical attack, which is just a little bit around the average for a level 85 average player. And the goal of this tutorial is not to speed run through this dungeon because it's supposed to teach you the gimmicks and help you survive. A speed run video will not teach you very much, and it's just a very bad way of showing you how not to run this dungeon. If you want to have high survivability, you gotta understand the gimmicks from every standpoint. So I'm gonna be dying a lot in this video to show you what not to do. I'm gonna be doing it in practice mode, so I won't lose anything, and I'll show you how to act as practice mode along the way too. So we can get started now. Also, before you go into Requiem dungeons or ancient dungeons, I recommend getting a lot of HP and buff potions. And if you're very low on MP, you'll get MP potions too. So get these buff potions here. The cooldown recovery potion too. Strange vaccine for abnormal status recovery. And these damage potions like the Warlock Cry potions. If you're an average player and you don't have a very strong damaging weapon, this helps a lot. And immortality formula, abnormal status recovery potions, and super armor potion. So let's get started and understand these dungeons. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll answer them or put them in future videos. Let's get started. So to access practice mode, and I'm not sure if this was intentional or if this is a bug, but the practice mode button is usually down here, but you can't really see it. And the only way to get it to appear is if you put your Endless Eternities away into your treasure chest, you won't be able to enter. But if you try and click enter, obviously it will say you can't enter, but the practice mode shows up, like here. So I'm going to hit practice mode, and the benefit of practice mode is you don't use any consumables. Well, it won't waste any consumables, and you have infinite revives, infinite life tokens, so you can practice all you want. And it won't do any damage to your equipment, so you don't have to repair. But the downside is you don't get any drops. So this is pretty much what it says. It's practice mode. I personally recommend you do this with all the gears and items and the consumables ready before you actually run the dungeon to see if you can survive. Because one drawback to running Requiem dungeons is you're limited to an amount of life tokens per party member. So if you're running by yourself, you only get one life token, one revive. And all Requiem dungeons also have a timer circle. I'll explain that in the dungeon. You want to touch that timer circle every so often so you don't summon a dangerous enemy. So let's get started with King's Ruins. I'm not using very strong gears, so this is going to take a while, and I'm going to be dying a lot to show you how, what the gimmicks actually do. But first room is a knight that's pretty much normal at the beginning. He will turn invisible if you don't hit him at a certain amount of time. But if you hit him, he'll become visible, like so. But if you don't hit him, he'll turn invisible, like so. So keep hitting him, and then he'll be visible again. He also teleports very often. So if you're a melee person, and you actually need to be very up close to attack, best way to get this person... Oh, by the way, let's get our buffs in so we don't get so damaged so easily. Heal. Is this area right here where my cursor is, he'll get stuck there with you if you stay there. So if you don't mind getting damaged and heal as much as you want, you can keep hitting him because he won't move up or down. He'll just move horizontally in this area. So I pretty much took half his HP, and you can see he gets faster. The lower HP that he has, the faster he'll be. Eventually he'll be to the point, if his HP is so low, it'll be to the point where his hit recovery becomes so high it'll look like he's in super armor, but he's not. So you can pretty much launch him still. But as you can see, he's pretty much higher hit recover now. He's just walking through my attacks. The only way to find him is just to randomly hit stuff. Oh, he also blocks every so often, but that's not a very fearful skill. I need to heal. Don't be afraid to heal a lot in this dungeon. You will need this to survive. You only have one revive, so do not be shy in healing. If you have grabs, it will help a lot because this guy is really hard to catch. It's like so. and I can cube. I use the Behemoth skill, got him. Okay, let's keep hitting him, and I pretty much killed him. I used a level 60 Legacy Sword, so if I could do a level 60, if you have a level 85, you can do a lot of damage to him. So very straightforward. He hits harder when he's low HP, but that's not a big deal. Just keep healing. Use this area of your melee person. You'll get stuck there, and they'll take all your damage. Just make sure to heal. Next room, second room, is the Fire Knights, and there's 2 of them. I'll explain as we go in. They are weak against ice or water damage, and very resistant to fire damage. They also give off a fire aura similar to Ivan from the Vilmark's dungeon, Area 50 dungeon, so you get burned as you stay closer to them, and they inflict burning status attacks. Another gimmick is they enlarge themselves if you don't hit them very if you leave them alone and don't hit them after a certain amount of time, they will enlarge, and when they're in enlarged form, they reflect all your damage back in the form of a fire magic attack. I'm dying, I need to heal. So let me show you what happens if I hit them while they're enlarged. I'm pretty much gonna die. Well, I took half damage. Keep hitting them, keep hitting them, keep hitting them, I'm gonna die. So do not hit them normally when they're enlarged. The only way to get them out of the enlarged state is if you do a grab that makes you invulnerable. And the grab usually has to do 2 or 3 hits or more to shrink them. And when they're shrinked, you can attack all you want and they won't reflect any damage back. If you continuously attack them while they're in their short normal form, they won't enlarge. It's only if they're left alone walking around that they start enlarging. So let me grab them. I'm doing this and I'm not getting any damage, and they shrunk. So I'm going to keep hitting them. But the problem with these 2 knights is the second gimmick is you have a counter on top of your head as you hit them. If you get 8 or so, you will have a fire explosion cast under your feet, and it will launch you in the sky, and that will pretty much give them enough time to enlarge. So let me shrink them again and show you what the timer does. Well, he's enlarged, so if I hit him, I'm gonna die. Yep. Let's revive since I have free revives. This is not a big deal. In the practice mode, I can revive all I want. Let's keep doing that. I missed, so let's keep doing that. Well, if I keep hitting the other one, that one will shrink too. Nope, next time. So I'll grab these 2, and I shouldn't hit them on the way down because they're still big. There we go, and then now I can hit them, and I died because he enlarged. Again, don't follow me right now. I'm not telling you how to fight. I'm not showing you how to fight them. I'm just showing you the gimmicks at this point. So let me get them shrunk and show you what happens if you get a full counter. You can see the fire explosion doesn't hurt me when I'm vulnerable, but it does when I'm standing. As you saw, I got knocked out from the fire explosion. So I'm gonna get a counter on my head. It's full now, let them shrink. So I'm gonna keep hitting them and I'll get launched. So it doesn't do a lot of damage. It takes about like 15% off your HP. So you can just heal normally from that. So the best, now it's time. So the best way to fight these 2 knights is if you can get them to shrink and then put on a super armor potion, you won't get launched from the fire explosions. Then you can keep attacking them and healing in the main process. The gist of the process is that while they're small and you have super armor on, you won't get launched and you can continuously hit them and they won't get large. So let's go try that and see if that does a really good strategy against preventing them from getting enlarged. Enlarged is the scary thing about them. The fire explosion is not that scary. It just prevents you from hitting them if you get launched. So main thing is do not let them get enlarged. So keep attacking them if you can. Let's try this again. So I'm revived. I'm gonna buff myself. I don't care about that small minor damage. Grab them. Let's go shrink them. And they're shrunk. Let's do it again. Shrink them. And then put on the super armor potion. Keep hitting them. Keep hitting them. Heal, heal. And as you can see, they died. Yes, you took a lot of damage, but the fastest way to get rid of them is to put super armor on and shrink them, and then barrage them with all your cubes. Make sure they're shrunk after the grab or invulnerable hold. If they're not shrunk yet, don't hit them and just wait till they shrink. If you need to wait for your skill to recharge, I would wait for that. That's why it's better to have this cooldown reduction potion. I died, so I lost all my effects, so let's go bring it back. That was the second room of King's Ruins. Let's go to the third one. Third one are two champion guards with timers on their head. And the gimmick with these two is they have auras or outlines around them, and each color represents a certain gimmick. Red means you can hit them with magic attacks, but they reflect physical attacks back to you. If they are blue, like so right now, they accept physical attacks and reflect all magic attacks. So depending on your character, you need to attack them appropriately. And because there's two of them, the timers get out of sync every so often. They come back in sync every 30 seconds or so. So this room requires a lot of patience. Do not rush this room, because if you hit them while they're on the opposite color of your attack type, you'll pretty much KO yourself. So right now in physical, if I hit them while they're red, I'm gonna die. So I'll show you what it looks like. Pretty similar to the Fire Knights in the previous room. So I hit this guy. Oh, I took all my damage. I survived because it's just an X string, but if I cube, I'm pretty much gonna die, as you see. So let's revive and hit them when they're in sync. So another thing is I would only hit them in sync when the timer's very slow, like this guy and this guy. So it will make sure that your skill won't last past the timer, and then hit them while they're on the opposite color. So you can see they change colors and they're out of sync. So I'm gonna wait. That was too fast. I'm not gonna hit them. This is the perfect speed but the wrong color. So they're probably gonna change back to blue at about the same time. So that one will be slow. This one will be slow. So it's probably time to keep. Make sure it's not fast. That's a little too fast. I don't want to risk that. This room takes a lot of patience. It's probably gonna be the longest room in the whole dungeon. But again, you have only one life token. This is not time to be confident and tried. Like so, I just died. So, alright, I'm gonna show you that being serious, that if you be patient, you can pretty much win this without getting damaged at all and without suffering, oh, I need a rebuff, suffering any consequences. You only have one revive, don't risk it. So the other one's gonna get in sync soon, and the other one's slow, so it's, I can't see the timer. Hit once, run away since they turn red. You gotta do this about 15 times, depending on your damage scale. 5 times if you're really high damage, but 15 times of hit and runs for them to die. I may have to speed up this video if it's gonna take this long. So bear with me guys, sorry about the long wait. But easiest way to survive is just be patient. Don't gamble here. Don't gamble in general. Two apart. Again, now's the time to probably buff if you can, while they're opposite color to your attack type. So I took about 5 bars off, I think. And they have like 25 HP bars, so that's like 5 times only. 5 times of hit and runs. I'm waiting. Which is not that bad if you think about the long run of this. So this guy's slow, this guy, oh, he turned back red. Gotta wait. If you do this in a party, you can pretty much separate these two, so that's a good advantage of partying, but their HP is a lot higher, so it'll probably take a lot longer. And their hits are not strong, so just heal after them so you don't worry about your HP. Too fast. Too fast. Timer's too fast. Oh, I have Demonic Slash and it's a magic attack, so I can show you I can hit this guy as a magic attack. But my spear, Ice Spear that came out, it was a physical attack, so I died while hitting him with red. Alright. Try this again. Also, these two have very high stun rates, as you saw just now. So, best way to attack is just do it when they're in sync. I don't recommend Awakening either, unless it's a fast awakening like High Hop from a champion or a Kaiser female fighter, because they're instant. Because one thing is if you hit them on the opposite color, like I'm physical and I hit them on red, you didn't notice, but if I cube them at this point, they will absorb all that damage and not only reflect it to me, but they will heal with that much HP of damage. So you would pretty much cancel all your hard work if you awaken them on the wrong color and they heal with all that life. So this really requires a lot of patience. It's a headache for a lot of people. If you can, find a group that can help you beat this very easily, separate these two. But if not, it might be more cost effective to buy a run from someone like me. Or anyone. You don't have to pick me. Too fast, I can't hit him. Wait long. If I had my normal gears, I would have killed them by now, but I don't have them right now. I'm wearing normal gears. Let's hit them. I think I'll survive this. Yep. So I took about 5 HP bars. I got 2 more tries left of this, so bear with me, guys. Almost done here. If you can beat these 2 rooms, you're pretty much in the clear most of the way for waiting. The other rooms don't require you to wait long for the timers or anything like that. But the next room has a circle that I will explain. Timer circle. Oh, I need a rebuff. Oh, I died. I also lost my... No wonder my skills take so long to recover. And I just missed them being in sync, but it's okay. One of them is almost dead. It's actually 5 HP bars. I could pretty much KO them if I had 1 cube skill in. Nope, I could have killed myself. So it's very impatient to watch the timer right after it changes. Don't expect to hit them when it's about to change, because they can change really fast and instantly KO you again. I need a heal. I'm not taking my own advice here. Let's keep going. Almost killed myself there. Luckily it was a weak move. Didn't kill him. I didn't kill him again. Their timers are so hard to keep track of. So both, one is blue, one is red. Not a good idea right now. If you're at this point of the video, wow, look at that guy change so much. This is why I recommend you wait for a slow timer. You saw him change states about 6 times in less than 1 second. Anyone would have died from that. If you're at this point of the video, you can fast forward. I'm pretty much just gonna stay quiet and focus on trying to hit them. Or I'll speed up the video myself if I remember to check this part of the video before I upload it. I got killed 1, okay. So now it's easier. Now I don't have to wait for them to be in sync. Still be careful. All it takes is 1 hit to pretty much kill yourself, so better be patient. Better safe than sorry. And I got rid of them. So that was the 3rd room. Reflection of the Knights. Remember, blue absorbs physical, reflects magic. Red, outline, absorbs magic attacks and reflects physical attacks. So keep that in mind. If you're a class that has both physical and magic attacks, you have to keep track of which skills to use, or just remember not to use one certain type of skill. So another thing that are different in Requiem dungeons than ancient dungeons is this timer circle right here. The timer circle is always randomly placed between rooms 1 and the final room. Some dungeons are 5 rooms, some dungeons are 6 rooms, so it's always just in between 1 and the boss room. Wherever they're placed, make sure to always stand in the circle just once, and then attack, get out of the circle, but you also have to return, because if the circle is left alone with no one standing on it for around 20 seconds or so, a really strong monster will appear in the name of Neymar. He's like a timeline gate holder, and he will pretty much heal everything in the room except himself, and he has very high HP and very high damage, so it's very hard to fight this guy. So the best way to not get him summoned is just stand in the circle. So luckily for me, the next room I'm pretty much going to be running around touching a circle anyways. For the next room, it's very essential that you have abnormal status recovery potions, as I will explain once I get in. So you can see the circle, no one's standing on it, it flashes. If you stand on it, it doesn't flash. This knight, all his attacks electrocute you. So if he hits you, you're going to be electrocuted. If he has also a flashing skill that flashes the whole screen white and stuns you if you face him, and also drops a lightning bolt on you that doesn't hurt, but if you're stunned, you're pretty much stunned for like 5 seconds or more if you don't recover from it with a potion, and it'll keep casting the flash skill non-stop. Like so, I faced him, I'm stunned, and I'm smashing my buttons, but it's taking a long time to recover, so I need to heal. Best way to avoid that is face away from him so you pretty much don't get blinded from his attack. And best way to dodge that lightning bolt is either back step or just move up and down. You can move forward or back, but you're going to run out of room eventually. So he's not casting very often. Another gimmick in this room is he'll summon clones version of him as his HP is lowered. As you can see, he summoned 2 clones. He summons a total of 4 clones as his HP gets low. He summons the 4th clone around like 10 HP bars or not. So I got stunned by his clones. His clones are exactly the same as him, just slightly less HP. So I got electrocuted, I'm stunned, and all of them cast the same skills. If you get caught, you get pretty much stunned forever and get like infinite lightning bolts on top of your head. Not infinite, but a barrage. So best is to use recovery potions and heal as much as possible. Good way to attack this room is group all of them together and do all your cubes at once, because if you attack one by one, you're going to waste a lot of MP and wait a long time for your skills to recover. So I'm going to cube as much as possible. Oh, and I got stunned. And I'll show you how to dodge. Here you go. Just keep doing that. Back step and avoid lightnings. Hit, run away, otherwise you're going to get stunned. I got stunned, heal, so I can run away. You can do a group grab. Oh, I got stunned on my grab. So you can get stunned out of your grab if you're in the beginnings of your grab, right? If you grab them in your beginning grab animation, you can still get stunned. As you can see, there's so much lightning raining down on me, it's very hard to fight. Which is why this room is very dangerous if you do not have any stun recovery potions. Let's get rid of some of these knights. I could awaken actually. Your awakenings can be stunned out of also, by the way. And I'm stunned. These knights are highly resistant to light if it's not obvious, and they're very weak against shadow. So if you have any light attacks, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you. There you go, very straightforward. Just face away and hit your cubes and keep repeating the process. Again, this is not supposed to be a speed run, and if you do run this, you're not supposed to beat this dungeon very fast unless you're very heavily geared. This is just to help you understand the gimmicks and survive. Super armor potions might help you too. You don't get stunned by so much of the melee attacks of this knight, but not necessary. Next room is the Ice Knight, and for that, it's highly recommended that you get the Immortality form, and I'll show you why. So this Ice Knight summons an icicle that will follow you non-stop. Every 20 seconds it'll summon another one. And the icicle will disappear after 20 seconds, but having this icicle is very dangerous because it's an instant freeze move. And it'll not hurt very much, but it'll freeze you for a long time that you'll get damaged enough that you'll pretty much die. I'm gonna get frozen on purpose here now. And smashing my buttons, it's still taking a long time to recover, and he summoned another one just now. And I'm frozen. I've healed, but I'm gonna get caught again and get frozen again. So your stun recovery has about 10 seconds. Abnormal status recovery potions get 10 seconds, so it's very hard to recover from this. If you get frozen once and healed, and then you got 10 seconds left. So it's very recommended that you stay on top HP as you fight this knight. So I just healed. Best way to fight is you can run in circles and do hit and runs, like so. I should change my weapon to fire because this knight is weak against fire and resistance against water. Let me change to fire if I don't get hit. Heal. So So I used my immortality formula right now, so now I can barrage this person as much as I want. I recommend going this method if you can. If you do not have an immortality formula or you used it already, you're pretty much going to have to hit and run. But as you can see, I can fight without much worry about being frozen. So this is probably the much easiest way to beat this guy. Actually, I think that knight is a girl, but oh well. Potato, potato. So I'm healing. So congratulations on making it this far. Now you have the boss room. But that thing about this dungeon, and I'm pretty sure it's only this dungeon, and the all other EX dungeons, is you do not get your quest drop on the mini bosses here. You only get the quest drop on the boss Borodin. All the other EX dungeons, you get quest drops from every mini boss and boss that you kill. But unfortunately for EX Ruins, which is why a lot of people hate it, is to get to this point is pretty much frustrating and time consuming. The boss is not that hard, but you gotta kill the boss to get the drop, and if you can't even make it to the boss, you don't even get anything for your quest. So keep that in mind. Also, make sure you have all your potions ready, because Borodin is like an average knight. He's just really gigantic, as you can see. But he has a hammer instead of swords like all the other knights, and that hammer is a very, very high stun rate attack. Any of his moves can stun you for a long time, so let him hit me, and that didn't stun. I probably have high stun resistance. Smack. There we go. I'm stunned, and it takes a long time to get me out of stun. Pretty much a couple of hits from him will pretty much KO me, and he'll keep stunning me, so it's very important that you have a stun recovery potion. Super armor will probably help too, because if you get hit once and you're not stunned, you can run away. So let's try that. So I'm gonna hit him. After his HP is low enough, he'll start casting a battle cry that will swing his hammer up in the air and smack the ground 3 times. That smack on the ground will hit the entire room and launch you in mid-air, and that does a lot of damage to your health. But he's not doing it right now, so it's probably not pulling off. So let me show you how it looks like. Let me lower his HP. Best way to fight Borodin is be in long distance attacks and hit and runs, because if you stay close to him, you're gonna get stunned and lose a lot of your HP. Like I just lost half now from fighting him up close. I wanna heal, but I wanna be low life HP, not low life criminal. But he's not casting his battle cry. Why? See, I didn't get stunned and I can run away to have more damaged. What is his HP? 31. 31 HP bars. Let me awaken him just to get his HP bar very low. There we go. So that battle cry, as you can see, knocked me down, and I keep getting knocked down. Only way to avoid it is to jump like so. So keep watching his hammer. If you see him charging up and raising his hammer, he's gonna sack the ground 3 times. You can't hit him during this time. He's invincible. You can grab him out of it like that, but he might still smack down after he gets up. So pay attention. So I forgot what I said. So oh yeah, another thing that this room does is he summons a lot of weak knights that do nothing but get in your way. So it's best to kill them or just push them out of the way. So I gotta jump. These knights pretty much just get in your way so Borodin won't come close to you. So I'm keeping them away, or I'm gonna kill them, whichever. So now he's by himself, so it's not as annoying. And still a lot of HP bars. So Borodin has very high HP. He's a boss. That's expected. So if you can keep him pinned or held, he's very easy. And I got knocked out. I'm gonna die. Nope, I survived. Alright, he's gonna defeat it in about a minute now, according to my damage. This is why you need this warrior cry potion. The damage is so minuscule and it's not doing very much. So now that I used it, I should be able to take out a good chunk of his HP. Yeah, that took out a lot, 5 HP bars. Jump. 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 Again, I would recommend doing practice mode so you make sure you can get everything down correctly. I would not enter in a real EX dungeon. You might waste all your materials, and endless eternities and 300 clear cubes are very expensive. There. So, boss is not that hard. It's just probably the third room, and the fifth room is probably the most difficult one. So that's pretty much it. If you have any other things you want to add, or if I missed anything in the video, please leave a comment. I'll try to add it in as annotations. If you like this video, hit like. If you like to see more videos in the future, hit subscribe. I'm gonna do future EX dungeons after this video, so have a good day and keep playing DFO. Bye.